I have not shut my computer off in like a week. Oh my god, I'm using 16 gigs of RAM? On what? I just left it in sleep mode. 5 days uptime. It's not that bad, but you know. What is using so much RAM? Oh, it's just Firefox. Well, and a bunch of other stuff, but like mostly Firefox. So in the last stream, oh, I already have like a Twitch tab. In the last stream, I was trying to create like a VOD channel for a VTuber. I'm probably not gonna do that because I'm lazy. I think, but you know, whatever. That's fine. Oh my god. Up NordVPN. I finally got my license plate for my car. Literally took when did I get the Wagonar? Like scrolling? Hold on, I'm scrolling. Okay, I got it registered on January 27th, and it's now February 12th. So the 27th to, so yeah, it's been like 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. I guess it's not terrible, it's just not great. So that finally came. That's my first personalized plate, which is kind of surprising because I don't know. I just yeah, I've had a lot of cars, and it's just kind of surprising that this is the first one. But it's cool. Kind of epic. I'm learning more and more about the Wagonar. It's definitely interesting because there's just a lot to learn. Why is this? God, Twitch sucks. Fucking hell, man. There's a lot to learn. I actually realized that it is not a K6A. I do not have a K6A. I have an F6A. So that changes everything. And it kind of sucks. You know what else kind of sucks? Is that this literally just won't load. It just no. It's just no. It doesn't need to load. Like, look at this. 360p, by the way. We go down to 160p. Think it'll load? It's just frozen now. Okay. Yeah, so I found out that I have an F6A and not a K6A, which changes things a lot. The F6A was an older design from Suzuki. It's a good engine. It's known for being a little tougher than the K6A, but the F6A has a timing belt. And honestly, that's kind of one of the reasons why I got, or I wanted to get a K6A is because that has a timing chain, and also it has a second overhead camshaft and it revs higher, and it's a more modern design. It's probably more fuel efficient. Yeah, it's an aluminum block instead of the old. I think it's literally cast iron, like an iron block on the F6A. But I think it's fine. It'll be fine. I might have him I don't know. I'm at some point might pull the timing cover off and just see. It's literally just that. Might pull the timing cover off at some point, and not the the timing cover. Yes, timing cover. And see how the belt looks. Although I really do suspect that it's quite good because it was in Nada, you know, where all the deers bow, they bowen and bowen. It's near Osaka. I actually want to look this up. How cold does it get in Okinawa? Not Okinawa, sorry. Osaka. Because the big thing with rubber, right, is temperature fluctuations and driving the car, and of course just miles. Yeah, so it only gets down to like it gets reasonable cold, but it's never like super cold, like a low of 40s in the dead of winter, but not too bad. I don't know, but now that I'm kind of thinking about this, since the car was driven, I mean, because what, 21,000 miles divided by 25, I mean, that's 800 miles a year. So, like, it's not sitting right. Because the issue with timing belts is if you let the car sit for a very long time, the rubber kind of gets crusty and it will sort of want to conform to that one position, that one timing position that it's at. If you just let a timing belt sit there unmoved for a while, think about tires bald spotting or getting flat spotted if they, just sit in the same spot for a really long time. Yeah. So, like, if you let your car, over even a year, um, just sort of sit there on hard concrete, then what happens is your tires can literally develop a flat spot. They will become not round because the gravity of, pushing down on the car and pushing down on the tires, can cause the rubber to get deformed. And a similar thing can happen with a timing belt because the timing belt is under tension. So it's not necessarily gravity, it's more the tension of the belt itself. Can kind of cause it to crack at the tops and the bottoms of the belt. Get worn out. Yeah, I don't know though. I'm not too worried about. Actually, is the F6? I didn't look that up. F6A and what do you mean generally not considered an F6 non-interference engine? This sentence is so strange. Short answer, no. The F6A is generally considered a non-interference engine. What? What do you mean, generally? Okay, what? Stuff like this is hard to find sometimes. And all the valves, okay. Okay, so see, there's conflicting information. Okay, so no one knows. It's people anecdotally saying yes, no. What is this video? Hey Garage? I'll have to watch this video later. Oh my god, I'm signed into the wrong YouTube account. Okay, I'll have to watch this video later. And I'm on the wrong account. Switch. Anyways. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'm sure there is some video on Japanese YouTube of someone doing the F6A timing belt. I do think that here, let's see. What are these? These are not my. This is very strange. Anywho's. Oh my god, I forget how to. It's how you know I'm washed. There we go. Are you kidding me? I have it set to. HN11S. What's the HN11S? 720p. HN11S. Bro, I swear to God. So the good thing about buying a Suzuki is that I know this doesn't seem like a lot of stuff, like good quality videos, but trust me, it can get much worse. I actually found a shop that actually might be willing to work on it. They do like crazy shit, like Lamborghinis and fucking, crazy shit. And I mean, the guy that I was talking to said, it's just nuts and bolts, man. And I'm like, I know, but still, a lot of, a lot of fucking places do not, just don't care. There's a no, I don't know what that is. It's alien technology. People be acting like a goddamn Subaru is some sort of, and I could if I really needed to, like I could literally, I would just translate this video. I would just rip the video, throw it into DaVinci, and then like I could just translate this whole video if I really needed to. It would take me a couple hours. I'm sure, especially because there's probably some words that I would need to look up, but classic crank bully. Classic. And these cars are quite simple. If you've done timing belts and stuff before, this is nothing that you haven't seen before. This is all very simplistic stuff. I wonder if there's any... Most of these are on K-Trucks. See, the interesting... I doubt there's anyone further WagonR. And see, the issue is, though, as well, is that there are a lot of variants. So you do have to kind of be... This is why I would rather just not. Like, I don't know if there were dual overhead cam versions of the F6A. I'm assuming so, right? Because if we go to cars and bids and we go to Suzuki Cappuccino and we pick an old one like this and we go into here, what was it? Yes, twin cam. So see, this is an F6A, but it's not the same F6A. And as a result of that, this revs much higher. My F6A only revs to 7K. So F6A turbo SOHC single overhead cam timing belt. And I'm actually just kind of guessing, to be honest with you. Wait.
Today we have my Suzuki Carry up here for a timing belt change. This procedure should be the same for any of these DC51T, DD51T trucks with the F6A motor. This is a single cam motor. I happen to have AC, so my AC compressor seems to be hiding behind the shield. But if you don't have AC, it'll be a little bit easier for you because you won't have this.
Oh, I forgot. Shit, I'm in my Japanese account. And the turbo thing does change things as well, probably.
Today we have my Suzuki. Next, the AC belt and the alternator belt has to come off. Just checking my tension. These seem pretty loose. I mean, I guess it's okay. It's sort of like 3/4 to 1 inch of play. I might have to retension these when I'm done. If you come over here, you will see a bolt right on top of the AC compressor right there. You loosen this bolt, and the compressor, AC compressor is the same. All right. This is the crankshaft pulley. That's the tensioner, that's the water pump, and this is the timing belt. My timing belt looks to be in pretty good shape. It looks all right, at least at first glance. Let's take it off and take a look. I don't know when this was actually done, but everything looks pretty nice in here. Even the water pump looks fairly decent, so maybe it's been replaced at some point. I just don't know. I currently have 104,000 kilometers on this. I mean, it's not that old, but it's old by age, so yeah. All right, I have to use my flashlight because my big light blows this out and we can't see it.
What was that?
Right there, you can see 2 yellow marks that are lined up. There's a really small like indentation.
Bro, OK Garage's shit sucks. Okay, so there are differences as well. I could ask him though. That's the good thing about OK Garage, is he does seem very receptive to answering questions and stuff like that. Yeah, see this stuff, it just it gets messy.
Your JDM little coffee. Keep your feet. Now we're gonna take the crank pulley off. So since this is an interference engine, I am gonna set it to top dead center just so we don't have any issues when we try to put the timing back correctly after removing the cam, because you know, if you just take it off willy-nilly and you twist it wrong, you can, you know, try to reset it back to top dead center.
Yeah, I don't know. What is a CV21S? I'm assuming this is the previous? Yes, this is the previous generation. So see, this probably wouldn't work. Well, I know. I mean, it kind of says it doesn't. I'm sure there's someone somewhere that I could. Yeah, but okay. So what? Going back to like thinking I had a K6A and not realizing it, is the engine bay looks the exact same as something like. If you look at this, it literally. So the really only way to tell is like the valve cover at first glance, but my valve cover is kind of obscured by this intake pipe. This intake pipe kind of goes like this and around on mine, so it covers this. So obviously, like I can see, I'm like, oh, this is not a timing belt engine because it's got, you know, the whole valve cover. It's a timing chain, but mine was obscured, so I couldn't see it. So I was this whole time I was so confused on why it said F6A like on the thing, but like I swore, yeah, see, this is an F6A. It's so sneaky. Because you can't see, you just see this, and you see the oil cap. You see the oil cap, you're like, oh yeah, that's in the same position. So that's a K6A. It's not. See that sneaky timing plastic cover? This is an F6A. It's very, 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 very sneaky. And it looks very similar, but it's not. So this is why, for example, my oil filter is not right here, and why it's like tucked up. But now that I know this, I feel like it clears up a lot of yes. These photos fucking suck, bro. See, this is just so weird. Like, this has 75. This was taken with a real camera. This was taken with a real camera, but someone has no clue how to use it. It's so interesting to see all of the differences and shit, in these cars. But yeah, about the camera thing, it's so funny now. Like, I can immediately, because it's been like a year plus since I've really started getting into photography, I can so tell even just like the vibe of the image, just sort of the general look when something was taken with basically a non-smartphone camera. But this guy does not know how to use this camera, bro. Your shutter speeds are way too low, dog. And but the ISO was like really low, so that's weird. It's like it's not in auto. Like, what is this even focused on? It's not focused on anything. It's a complete focus miss. Come on, people. This is bad, bro. Wait, what? But like, what engine is? Dude, these photos fucking suck. I don't think I've ever seen photos that are worse on this. How hard is it to focus the camera? Like, man, I sure do wish I could see. K6A. See, do you see what I'm saying? This shit is so weird. Around the late 90s, early 2000s, Suzuki was just putting whatever engine they thought would fit in. If they would just like flip a coin and this one gets a K6A, this one gets an F6A. Why not? Because this is the previous generation. Literally the previous generation. This is a CT chassis car, but it has a K6A. It's a 97. Mine's a 2000. Why does it have an F6A? I don't know. It's so strange. But this is a different K6A than the more modern K6A. Because when you see this older style intercooler, when you see this older style intercooler, this is not in this intake. It's so strange, dude. It's so weird. It's so weird, man. They literally just, whatever engine they had lying around, that was the one they were going to put in. It's so inconsistent and strange. So weird, man. That's where all of this sort of confusion comes from, is because there's so many different engine configurations and they were not consistent at all, and then there's sub configurations. It's so confusing, man. But I finally figured it out. So I'm pretty sure. Look, okay. So this is, I think, is a good website. It's at least a good website to look for part numbers. I don't know about actually buying parts because I placed an order and they haven't sent me anything. But so if we look at all, here's all the model numbers for Wagonrs. So if we look, we have a 1998 to 1999 F6A. We have a 1998 to 1999 F6A, but 5-door. I couldn't tell you what the difference is there. I guess mostly just pay attention to the range of VIN numbers. We have this one, and then also this one turbo. But mine is not an MC12S, mine's an MC11S. So the way this works though is because there's so many configurations, even though this says turbo and this doesn't say turbo, even though this says 5-door, this doesn't say 5-door. This VIN number and this date range means that this is actually my car. And now if I go and click, even though that like this didn't say turbo before, because I have selected the correct model number and VIN range, this page will now include all of the possible configurations within that specification, if you will. So see, if you go in here, right, and we want to look at the timing belt. So yeah. So I guess the timing belt itself is the same for all things. But see, you see here we have F6A turbo, F6A 4-valve. So there are some slight, well, I guess that one's also the same. Maybe this isn't the best example for like, but like it'll show you turbo and non-turbo versions. Where's the turbo? I know the turbo is here somewhere. And it does have everything on here. But see, there's also timing chains, which is weird. But it's because that within this range, there were, even though I selected F6A, there were also K6As in this thing. So within this range, especially with the double R trim, Suzuki just threw all sort of naming standards out the door, because how it's supposed to be is like MC11 is supposed to be a 2-wheel drive non-turbo car. MC12 is supposed to be a non-turbo all-wheel drive car. MC21 is supposed to be a turbo front-wheel drive. MC22 is supposed to be a all-wheel drive turbo car. And I think that might be true for the non-double R models, but once you get the double R trim in there, it just all goes out the window, unfortunately. So this is why we have all of these different options here. So like if I want to go buy this BPV, you know, there are two options here. It seems like most of these parts are available though. Like this is available, which is cool. Yeah, and then sometimes the parts are the same. So like this one is the same. Certain parts are shared, certain parts aren't. It just kind of depends. But basically the best way to get sure fit parts is to just, you know, do all the stuff that I did, and even if, you know, and click F6A turbo, like, okay, I'm sure there are still things that you could get wrong, but what are you gonna do? So now that that rant is over, I did order the incorrect spark plugs, which kind of sucks. But what are you gonna do? I ordered the correct ones because I am actually really grateful. I looked in the owner's manual that came with my car, and I was able to. There's a lot of good info in there. Especially for transmission, like gear oil, diff oil. That stuff is going to be vital. I mean, not vital, like you can find that stuff. And for differentials, it's not the end of the world. Oh my god. It's not the end of the world if you don't get it perfect, you know, like it's whatever, it's fine. I hate this bug, man. Stop. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah. Hold up. I completely forgot. I wanted to show this. Finally got some reasonable pictures of it. I had my camera with me. I had a cool sunset in the background, so I took some photographs. This actually turned out really well. I think this was the one that I like. I can't remember which one was the... It is definitely a little bit more scratched up than I thought, especially the... Well, I knew the bumper in this fender, but there's also like a pretty bad gash that's down to bare metal. So I'm gonna have to scrape that out, and I actually have some silver paint from my Subaru, and actually this is a pretty similar color, although they never match, but it's better than rusting, obviously, so just want to keep that thing rust free. Well, I'm trying to tell AI like what because I know how to fix this, but I don't remember what it was called or how to get to it. Where's my mouse? Oh my god, I wish I could type. It's thinking. Oh. Dude, why is my fucking neck? I hate it, man. It's starting to act up again. I can. Okay. Close everything. Yes. Press Windows key, type credential manager. Yes. Navigate to Windows credentials. Windows credentials. Find XBL. XBL device key. I remember it being at the bottom. Wait. Okay. Oh, here. XBL device key. Okay. I'm not gonna. Okay, we'll keep that open, and then I'm just gonna go into Xbox, and maybe we will be signed out. My God. I really don't want to restart my PC, man. Dude, stop. NYC Ferry, stop sending me emails. There we go. See, it works. Wow. Forza. You know, I haven't really looked at every time I see I should do that. I should look at the Monitor Creek. Can this load? I mean, I guess I can continue talking about the Wagoner a little bit. I mean, I have driven it a lot more since last time. And it is interesting.
Welcome back, Carson.
Today I had 4 people in it. Like my whole ass family. That was interesting. It worked. I mean, my brother's knees were kind of pushed up against the dash because he's a heavier set person. But both my grandmother and mother fit fine in the back seat. Even, you know, honestly, the acceleration wasn't even... I thought that that would kind of take bigger of a hit. Because I remember even in my Ford Focus, like, I could really tell. Like, even if there was 2 people, or, you know, like 3 people in the car. But maybe that was just because the people I had in the car were really... weighed a lot more. I don't know. Oh boy, I can't wait for this to be one race. Oh boy. I'm not picking this. As much as I think that'd be hee funny, I'm not. Can I open the photo mode in this or no? No. How did he touch me? I thought we were ghosted. Goodbye, world. Yeah, this is a good car. This is very fast. This is the meta. All-wheel drive, rally tires. And honestly, low aero. Like, I feel like if you just tune the car properly, you really don't even need a lot of aero. You just... I mean, it's kind of like that in the real life, isn't it? Oversteer is faster than understeer. If you make a car rotate more, it'll go faster. It's just, it's harder to control. And a lot of people don't prefer that because they can feel twitchy or unstable or be unpredictable. We're just a handful in general. A dirt road. And the other good thing about the rally tires is that if you do dip a tire off or whatever, or, you know, it's actually very useful for stuff like this. Like, this is actually a competitive S1 rally car too, if I wanted to. It's not like meta, but like, it's doing it. What is this? This is a... Oh. It's got the big wheels too to make the car heavier. It is a FXX. I wonder what one of these is worth in real life. I feel like no one ever, you don't ever hear anyone talk about the FXX. I don't know if this is Enzo based. I assume. Thank God for ghosting. Human traction controlling? Where did my cat come from? Why was he in the closet? Yeah, this car is so well tuned. It turns so nicely. Oh no, I do have a 7th gear. I thought I only had 6. Where'd the other people go? God, that guy's... Is he... There's no way. Yeah, that guy's cheating. Either that or he... I don't know if we're at the point in this game's life where you're like... I don't know. I don't think you can physically beat 2,999. That would be... insane. Like, I literally have 500 hours in this game, and I'm only 2nd prestige 370. That would literally take you like 20 million hours to do. There's no way. That guy wasn't even good either. That guy on the Porsche, the GT3. Bro wasn't even good. Oh, he's pole position. There's no way. Like, he was not even... Unless he is cheating, and he just had the hacks off for that round. I don't know if we're at the point in this game's life where, you know, like, in on the Xbox 360 and Black Ops 2, you could accidentally get into a lobby and it would fucking max prestige everything. Just by being in the lobby. Bro, there's no way. Yoink. That was a good corner, kind of. Very wide roads. We flying. It's a very high average speed track. Been like sitting at 200 miles an hour. I did not know that was gonna not finish. Everyone's gonna literally 10 seconds faster than the next guy. Forgot how good that car was. A very good car. Damn it. Wow, 15,000 CR. A road. Did I use this last time or did it like... I don't remember. This GTR is decent. That's not decent. This Testarossa is also okay. Ooh. I could... Ooh, I want to do that. These Civics are fun. Because they pull like crazy. It's just... It's a bit of a challenge because you're front wheel drive starting. Which is not, it's a pretty significant disadvantage. You gotta get your launch right. I hate when artists just post like the same image 10 times in a row. Like, come on. Okay, let's see if I can launch this thing. Yeah, see, the launch control just doesn't work on these cars. It's like the problem I had in real life with my Focus. If I wanted to launch it, the problem was you had to have the revs so high in order to not bog the engine. Because you needed to break the tires free and spin. Don't do it. Haha. Come here, Magan. It's just so fast and the gear ratios are so close. And you don't even really have to wait to get on the throttle either. It doesn't have that front end push. These two are fighting, so I might really capitalize a little. Maybe. That GT's fast. Oh yeah. I don't know how I got away with that. Not bad for starting in last place. I wish it. Yeah, that really sucks because like I can't even. Whatever. I'm basically going to be last every beginning of the race. Sprint. I think no, it's probably gonna be hard because of the 4GT. I think he's fast in a straight line. Oh, I don't know though. This is pretty tight. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm last anyways, right? Ugh, there's a bad start. You really need, on a tight map like this, you really need to get away from the pack as soon as you can. And I really messed that up. Because every single guy like this, it's just hard to get past cleanly. Yoink! Whoa, front end got really light there. Too much throttle. I need to really get past this Magan. VTEC, 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 VTEC! I really should have downshifted. Dude, come on, bro. What is going on over here? And just like that, we're away from the pack, but the race is over. What is it? Is it like a Shelby or something, that black car? Did he rage quit? Wait. Is it... huh? Hyundai i20N. Oh, we had i30N. Okay. I need to look at that too. Oh boy. Go, 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 go. More power. Move HSV. Ready to get past? Oh, come on, dude. Stupid pole. Man, that pole probably just cost me the race there. Never mind. Oh my god, this Magan, get out of here. You will never catch me. This bone shaker guy sucks so bad. I really need to pass him like cleanly and now. I know the guy at the front is not very good either, so. don't know why people can't, bro. That just slow down. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That corner is not that difficult. The braking zones? Overbroke a little there. I spent years mastering these two corners. Years, okay? They can't handle me. It's just your entry speed. Because if you mess up your entry speed on the first corner, you're screwed. So you just have to slow down the proper amount on that first corner and you'll be good. I think do I win? I think I do. Like the overall series? Maybe? I think so. Because it came third, second, and then first. Ah, damn it. You just barely beat me. That's probably enough for now. Yeah, see, if I could launch like this. That's a lot faster. Because I'm spinning, but I'm in VTEC a lot sooner. Rather than here, there. Front wheel drive cars are so funny, man. With the yeah, here if we go like this. Yeah, that's so much slower. Versus going like this. It's just going all over the place. You're kind of understeering. It gets so light in the front when you go over a crest. It's so funny. I'm dead. This is a fun car to drive. Okay, I wanted to look at this. So what new cars are we getting? What are confirmed? So a new R8, who cares? A new NSX, who cares? Integra A-Spec is kind of cool. 1988 BMW M3. Oh. Oh, Honda Beat, yes. Honda Acti, yes. Honda E, okay, yes. MC20, oh yeah, that car. This is really cool though. Because a lot of these cars in Horizon, they're like the I think the BMW, the 88 BMW M3. Like that is a car that we have had, I believe, but it's a different year. And the reason why I think is because they're rescanning a good amount of cars. So they're getting, you know, they happen to get a 1988 M3, and they were like, okay, let's scan this. And then obviously they're like, well, I guess we're making it a 1988 because, you know, that's the one.